everyone. Happy Monday night. I am Cassidy Quinn. Welcome to Mental Monday. I'm streaming from my GoPro, which I continue, I feel like every week. I got this GoPro a few months ago, and every week, well, I keep going back and forth between streaming on the GoPro and just streaming on my phone because sometimes the GoPro is dead, or has no memory left. But I just discovered a setting in the GoPro app that's allowing me now to live stream in 1080p, which I've been wondering the past few weeks when we've done the Mental Mondays on this GoPro, why does the quality not look as good as it really should from the GoPro? Also, I've been looking into different streaming services like OBS and Be Live and StreamYard. I can't remember all of them, but I'm trying to figure out if there could be a fun way I could bring another person into the live stream that's not physically here with me. Like maybe, do you guys remember Tom Tuttle? Like, what if we could get Tom Tuttle on a Mental Monday from somewhere in Portland? He keeps calling me. I haven't seen him. If you guys don't know, Tom Tuttle is my photographer at KGW normally. I have not seen him in, I don't know, like 5 weeks at this point. I did wave to him out the window one point a few weeks ago because Tucker and I were sick and he dropped off, or Tucker was sick, and Tom Tuttle dropped off some blue Gatorade on the sidewalk for us. And, it just brings a tear to my eye. No, actually, what's happening with my eye, well, I'll explain in a second, once I finish talking about Tom Tuttle. Anyway, Tom Tuttle is alive and well. He's doing great. If you've been watching KGW on TV, he is doing a lot of stories with Keely Chalmers. So if you see Keely on TV, Tom Tuttle might be 6 feet away with the camera. But Tom Tuttle keeps calling me and saying that we should, sorry, now I need to pull up the live stream, saying that we should do a live feed. Oh, can I not? Oh, I can view it on YouTube. Yeah, there we go. He keeps calling me and saying we should do a live stream while he drives around in his car and I could be at home talking to him. So would you guys want to see that? Scott says hello and Tuttle Tuesdays. So yeah, maybe some Tom Tuttle on a Mental Monday could be fun because he's mental. Just kidding. So today, Clearsky the Creeper says, yo, miss watching Kickin' with Cassidy, so it's cool to see you here. Yeah, if you guys don't know, normally what I do full time is I go to a TV station, KGW, in Portland. I host a 7 p.m. show called Tonight with Cassidy. The show has not been on the air for many days. I just counted earlier today. Today is day 47 for me in quarantine. That's a lot of days. A lot of days, or not in quarantine, I should say. We all keep saying in quarantine, which is essentially what it is, but it's self-quarantine. It's voluntary quarantine. Yeah, you guys get it. Oh, Silent Koala says eating dinner while watching. Hi, happy dinner time. I have not had dinner yet. However, I do have food I'm gonna eat for dinner that we've already made. And by we, I mean me and my boyfriend Tucker, who has left town. He has just left me to socially distance by myself. No, we went to visit his mom and hang out with her a few weeks ago in Boise, Idaho, where he is from and his family lives. And he just went back because he had the week off. So he's just going to hang out with his mom for the week. I was gonna go, but I decided to stay here, get some stuff done around the house. And I realized I had not spent more than a few minutes alone in, like I said, it's been 47 days of social distancing at home. I've been working from home, Tucker's been working from home, and honestly, he's not here, so I can say this. Or I would be honest, because he's not here, okay? I would be honest with you if I felt differently, but I have not gotten sick of him. It's weird. It's a very weird thing. I didn't think it was humanly possible to literally be, I mean, our house is not very small, or our apartment, whatever. It's not very big, I should say. It is pretty small. And I mean, it's a decent size, but like for two people working from home, it's not like we can get that far away from each other. So like the farthest we could get is like 30 feet from each other. And that's as far as we've been from each other in 47 days. And somehow I haven't felt like I wanted to kill him once. I mean, we get annoyed with each other. I can be a very annoying person. Or just like trying to do things to bug him for no reason. So he's probably sick of me. I, however, did not get sick of him. So when he left town last night, I was kind of sad. And I'm laughing because even in the moment I was laughing at myself for being sad to get some alone time and to have this person that I've been spending all hours of the day with 24/7 for 47 days, but he was leaving and it made me sad. And then I remembered that I love being by myself. I clearly am a very extroverted person, but as I think I've mentioned on here before, I'm an extroverted introvert or introverted extrovert. I think an extroverted introvert. Oh, I should turn the sound down on my phone. Oh, Tucker just texted me. Is he watching? Are you watching? Oh, he just said my phone's dying. I can't find my charger. Haha, I love you. I thought he was gonna say I can hear you. You said I wasn't listening, but I am. Kim says I love your plants. Thanks. I did some relocating of plants today because I am all over the place. I'm sorry. Not really sorry, but I read the comments and then I want to respond. I keep switching topics. We'll get back to the plants. Thank you, Kim, for commenting. I'll get back to that. But yeah, I'm an extroverted introvert, so I do get energy from being around other people and doing my show and talking to people and kind of performing for people, but then I also need that recharge time to be by myself. And I do get that recharge time when I'm hanging out with just Tucker, because I don't feel like I need to be on and performing and like, oh, it's me, it's the Cassidy Quinn that's on TV. You know, it's like I get to just chill out, nobody's watching, except for Tucker, but he knows everything about me, for better or for worse. But where was I going with this? My brain. See, hopefully you guys are feeling the same with your brain. Not hopefully, I hope you guys are focusing and that your brain is better at focusing than mine is right now, but mine's not. So you guys probably understand this. But it will be nice now to have that recharging time to just be by myself, be in my own thoughts, and that's kind of how the whole social distancing quarantine thing has been going for me, is that it's given me time to breathe, to listen to my thoughts. Normally, or in recent times, that 10 minutes of meditating I try to do in the morning would be the only time that I just have peace in my mind and can just focus on thoughts and breathing. And now, whether Tucker's here or now, especially that he's not here, it's just silent. I don't know if you guys saw on my Instagram story earlier, I said, can you guys hear that? Yeah, there's no sound. It's just silent here. There's nobody talking. There's nothing going on. I can play my music as loud as I want and dance around. I've been singing a lot of Maren Morris today. The Bones. That song has been stuck in my head forever. Okay, so Kim, back to the plants, okay? I relocated a lot of things. Normally this is where our TV sits. However, I was shooting a video earlier and I decided, Tucker's not here. It doesn't matter if the TV sits right there. So the TV is currently on the floor over there. I'm probably gonna watch TV after I finish this live stream while I eat dinner, so I'm gonna have to set it all back up. So why did I move it? I don't know, I just felt like maybe having change of scenery for my video, which you guys are getting a sneak peek at the video because you may have noticed I cut my bangs. My bangs earlier today were this long. I've been just pushing them off to the side. Last week on Mental Monday, they were just this awkward side part. Last week's edited video that I put up on Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day that was, about gratitude versus guilt, that video was all previously shot footage, so you didn't see my current bangs. But now, look, I cut them. Don't tell anyone, though, because I'm gonna put the video up in a couple days, and you guys have to pretend that you don't know how the bangs turned out, okay? Like, just pretend that they might be sideways, diagonal, horrible looking, okay? Oh, Genevieve says, sing her happy birthday? Sure. Why not? Happy birthday. Will you guys sing with me though? Okay? I know it's like on a couple second delay, but just sing with me. It's fine. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday, dear Genevieve. You guys sound great. Happy birthday to you. Woo, happy birthday! My downstairs neighbor is probably wondering, am I having a not socially distant birthday party for someone right now? No, don't worry, I'm by myself. Just talking to the internet. So happy birthday, Genevieve. Oh, Chris Canode is here. Hi, Chris. Oh my gosh. Silent Koala says, no Tucker equals more ice cream for me. That is so true. Except normally, here's how we buy ice cream. And I did buy ice cream for us a couple days ago when I went to the store. I actually forgot to get ice cream, then remembered that was Tucker's like one request. So I went back to the store, even though I told myself, you shouldn't be doing this. Don't go to the store. There's a lot of people that need more important things at the store right now than ice cream, but it wasn't very crowded and I had my mask on, so it was okay. But Tucker loves, here's a secret about Tucker. If you want him on your good side, get him a pint of Haagen-Dazs Rocky Road. Specifically Haagen-Dazs because they have marshmallow fluff because of marshmallows, which I'm a big fan of. How I don't eat a lot of dairy. I try to avoid it for the most part. So I buy vegan ice cream, usually like a coconut one or something. So usually we have separate pints of ice cream, and then Tucker will eat his entire pint that day, and then I will have more ice cream for days and days to come. So I've already eaten my ice cream twice, and I still have like 3/4 of the pint left. Tucker's has been gone since night one. So yes, more ice cream, but now I don't have to worry that like he'll get desperate because his ice cream is gone and then start digging into my ice cream, because that does happen. I mean, he's nice about it. Like he'll ask me and I'll offer it up to him and we'll share it and it's fine. Adelaide, you cut your bangs too? Will you please tweet me a picture at Cassidy Quinn? I think I did an okay job, but I'm also, I don't know, I'm very nervous about it, and I hope they're an okay length. I also forgot what my face looked like with bangs because I haven't had them for so long. Glenn says you were about to go to bed. You would have missed this. Thank you for waiting, Glenn. I'm currently working from home for KGW, but I work until 8:30. And so this is kind of the time that I can do them, but I've thought about maybe doing them earlier before work on Mondays like I used to. This morning I just had too many things to do. Clearsky the Creeper says, with this shirt, I'm almost camouflaged in with the plants. Wow. I know, I put on a collared shirt today because I was shooting a video, which now there's just like little pieces of bang hairs everywhere, including all over the yoga mat that I'm sitting on right now. Scott says, happy birthday, Genevieve. Yay! Benji says, a friend from mine up in Canada, I can't read, Eastern Canada, he's a new country music indie artist, Corey Gallant, and the Red Dirt Posse. That sounds cool. Everyone check them out. Paul says, hi, Scott. Scott says, whoa, Paul, how? Okay, now I'm just reading like a text conversation. I guess you guys know each other. I have no idea. But yes, it is totally like a jungle in here. And I just like to be surrounded by plants. I've been kind of collecting clips for a plant update of like solving my plant issues, fixing my plant issues, because like, you know, now I'm just here talking to my plants all day, every day. So sometimes they have issues. I just repotted this guy the other day. Guys, I know these mental Mondays, like they can't just turn into plant updates, but also, why can't they? I repotted my little Monstera guy the other day, and look at this exciting development of magnificent beauty. Is this not the most shiny and gorgeous thing you've ever seen in your life? This just like rolled up out of its little cocoon. It used to look like this, okay? Whoa, this guy is wobbly. It used to look like this, okay? See this little leaf and this little leaf? These guys will look like this someday, and it's just, they're so beautiful, and I talk to my plants like they're babies, and it's okay. It's okay. Paul says, happy Monday. I hope you guys are all doing wonderful. So I titled this feed about being alone during quarantine because yes, right now I am totally alone, which I'm starting to realize why everyone who is quarantining by themselves, like without a significant other or kids or a pet around, why people are losing it, because it is very weird to just have total silence and total control. Like I can watch whatever I want on TV, which is good and also bad. I can listen to music however loud I want. I can sing however loud I want. I guarantee you that my downstairs neighbor can hear me every time I sing. What's he gonna do? Like confront me about it? Text me, sorry you're singing and you're bad, so can you stop? Like that would just be mean, right? But I can sing, I can make messes, but also I can clean. Tucker and I, another secret, which is probably not a secret to you, we're both a little on the messy side. Like not dirty, but just messy. We leave things out. Like there's a whole pile of Tucker's clean and folded laundry that I did and I folded, but it just hasn't gotten put away yet. So sometimes we'll leave things out, they won't get put away. And so when you're by yourself and there's no one else to check you on that, on your messiness, it's easier to make messes, but it's also easier to clean up messes made by one person instead of two. Like I did dishes earlier, there were one person's dishes, not two people's dishes, and that was nice. Also nice that Tucker and I looked out for future me on Friday or Saturday. We made homemade fish and chips. I don't know if you guys saw this on my Instagram story. You can follow me, Cassidy Quinn TV, if you don't already. We made fish and chips. We made our own batter. We dipped the fish in it. We had some frozen fish that had in our freezer forever, some cod, I think. We dipped it in the batter, fried it up. We made French fries. We had some extra batter, so we just decided to go crazy and deep fried a couple of French fries, which I wish it tasted bad. It actually tasted pretty good. Just soaked up more sauce, which was always my favorite part about carbs, except for the carbs. Sauce is the second favorite thing about it. But carbs without sauce is like a body without clothes on it. Like, sure, naked bodies are cool, but when you put clothes on them, where am I going with this? I told you, being alone with my brain all day is weird, and it's gonna be a whole week of this, so you guys just have that to look forward to. Aaron says, how's Ruby Rubber? Are you referring to my Ruby Rubber tree? Let me show you, because she's doing great, okay? She's really doing great. After she got repotted a couple months ago, probably at this point. Guys, this leaf, okay? This leaf came out smaller than this a couple weeks ago. And it's this now. It is almost as big as my entire hand. Now this one is growing out from that one. And it's just so tall and magnificent. And here's one thing. It's weird when you're in quarantine, whether you're by yourself or with other people. It's weird to tell that time has passed. Like I said, I counted earlier today, and this is the 47th day that I have been isolated at home, barely going anywhere. 47 days since I've gone to work at my full-time job in person. And that's weird. It doesn't seem like it's been that many days. It doesn't feel like it's been that long since my TV show was on the air. But plants will remind you that time has passed, and that is freaking cool. Like the fact that leaf is almost as big as my entire hand now, and before this quarantine began, that leaf did not exist, okay? It did not exist. This leaf also did not exist. That leaf didn't exist. That leaf didn't exist. So plants will show you that time has passed, and I think that is so cool. And it's weird when you're just every day you go check on it and you're like, nothing's changed, and then one day you look at it, there's a new leaf about to open to the world for the first time, and it's magical and glorious, okay? Maybe I'm crazy, but I think it's wonderful. Silent Koala says deep fry other odd things. Yes, we also deep fried a couple of artichoke bottoms, they're called. If you buy a can of them at the store, I call them artichoke butts, because that's what they are. They're the butt of the artichoke, okay? Well, they're the heart. But when you get artichoke hearts in a can, it also has some of the, like, leafy parts of the artichoke, but then you can buy just the bottoms. And we tried to deep fry those. It worked okay. They're very slippery, though, so the batter didn't really stick, but that's fine. Zach says hi. Dave says those plants are amazing. Thank you, guys. Dave also says, thank you, Cassidy. I miss you on Tonight with Cassidy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Tell all of my bosses that so that we can get it back on the air. No, what's in its place right now is a coronavirus Q&A show, which I've been helping out with a tiny bit from afar. And that's been very useful to people to answer all their questions about COVID-19. So I understand that's very important, but I'm ready to get the show back on when it is safe. Oh my gosh, Adelaide, you're gonna bleach your hair too, so wish you luck. I wish you the best of luck, but if your hair does fall out, there's a lot of wigs, okay? Let me know if you need one. I can send you one. I love Halloween because you get to wear weird wigs if you feel like it. I have been trying to resist dyeing my hair blue in quarantine because I don't think my bosses would love it, but also I don't have a show on the air right now. All the videos I'm making for KGW go on the internet. And would it be bad if my hair is blue? I don't know. Everyone comment. What do you think? Should I just dye my hair blue in quarantine? It would probably only be like the parts that are still dyed blonde. Oh my god, I'm itchy from cutting my bangs. Is this what it feels like when you get a haircut and you're a guy, or like you shave your beard off and you just have little hairs everywhere? Like I think they've gone through my leggings. So now it looks like I just have really long leg hairs sticking out of my leggings, which could also be the case, because why would I be shaving my legs right now? I'm giving you guys so many secrets. So, point of this was to talk about being alone in quarantine and maybe what to do if you're feeling lonely in quarantine. I think there is such benefit to being alone and being in your own brain. And although it can feel very crazy being able to hear all of your own thoughts, I think the nice thing about us all having this slow down time, even though I almost said peaceful time, it can feel peaceful. It can also feel like the most hectic time in the entire universe, because it is. Things are absolutely bonkers. Things are changing every single day. I mean, I was just reading one of the questions on the Q&A show at KGW tonight that I was just writing about, was how now the CDC has released 6 new potential symptoms of COVID-19 that they're saying count as COVID-19, and they, a couple weeks ago, were saying that if you got it once, you couldn't get it again. Now they're seeing people test positive again. So things are changing all the time, and it's crazy, and it can feel very overwhelming. But what you have to remember is if you are in your house, you are safe. Every time you leave, take the precautions, wear your mask, don't touch your face after you touch anything else, don't touch other people, stay 6 feet away from people, keep social distancing. Don't go anywhere you don't need to go. But then once you're back home, wash off whatever you have on, take your mask off, wash your mask after you use it every time, and then you're in your house. You're safe. You're in your safe space. No one can get you. And, take precautions with, like, if you're ordering food delivery or whatever, but you're in your own space. And so once you're there, do whatever you need to do to make that your place of calm. For me, that means getting my plants in a place that I like looking at them and they make me happy. But also sometimes I decide, well, I'm gonna work from this part of the room today, so I'm gonna move a plant over here or move them all over here. These guys were all on a table right there in the window until earlier this afternoon. But I moved them here, and that's fun. Wait, why is there a bug on you? Get off. That's my plant. Be nice. Talk to bugs too now. It's fine. But so do something that can make you feel better in your space. We bought a new rug a while ago in quarantine, which is so weird to think that before we started staying home all the time, we didn't have this rug, because it just seems like it's been here all the time now. Because time has gone by, but it doesn't feel like it has. So maybe, I don't know, order something new to decorate your house, do a craft that can take your mind off things, tune into a new TV show. Like we talked about last week, I've been balancing the time spent consuming content that's just for entertainment purposes, and then consuming content that is for learning and acquiring knowledge and soaking it up like a sponge so that I can leave quarantine with some new things, new skills or thoughts and my ideas in my brain. Oh my gosh, Scott says your wife dyed her hair navy blue in quarantine and it looks great. That makes me so happy. Can you please tweet me a picture, because I want to see it. I'm sorry that I hadn't seen that yet, because, I don't know, I know I used to want pink hair dye. I used to want pink hair, and honestly, I had that temporary Kristen S. spray-in pink hair dye, and I discovered that I still had some today, so I sprayed whatever I had left in my hair in the shower, but I don't think you can really tell. It did make my hair smell really nice and feel really soft, but now blue. But I feel like pink can blend in more and you don't notice it as much if it can be more subtle. Blue is not a color that would ever grow out of your head. So unless something goes seriously wrong or you're an alien, and then props to you. But for me, blue will not ever come out of my head. So if I dyed my hair blue even just a little bit, people would be like, whoa, blue hair. My bosses would notice. Pink, they might not notice as much. Gary says hi. Hi, Gary. Adelaide says, go for it. Don't wait for the right time because the time is now. I'm going to ask my bosses, okay? Thank you, guys. You've inspired us. Dave, you talk to your cats? Great. Glenn says, is the plant behind you fallen over against the wall? Or is it perfectly... Oh, are you talking about that? Okay, let me explain what's happening. The GoPro is like a wide angle, and so it makes things look a little distorted. I'm assuming this is what you're talking about because I'm looking at the live feed. This is a foam roller, which if you're looking for a high cost thing to buy on Amazon in quarantine to make your life a little better that you don't have yet, buy a foam roller. I think this was like $10, and I roll out my back probably multiple times a day, and it's so wonderful and satisfying. Okay, guys, highly recommend, 10 out of 10. This plant is hanging from the ceiling. So it has not fallen over, it is hanging from the ceiling. If you guys could see up higher on the ceiling, you'd see my beautiful Bob Ross. Oh yeah, I need to take that down. If I don't take that down by the time Tucker gets back in town, I'll be in trouble. Not really, but it just doesn't need to be there because it's not that pretty. But the plants need to be here. So yeah, get yourself something nice to look at, get yourself something nice to watch, and then get yourself some delicious food, whether that's going to the store and buying ingredients to cook for yourself, or ordering your favorite meal in and then watching a movie that you've wanted to see, or your favorite movie, and finding some comfort in that. It's been so interesting for me to realize there are so many things inside, in my space, that can bring me joy, without having any external things, like without going, normally, like if Tucker and I aren't feeling great, we want to go refresh our minds and our bodies, we'll go to a concert. That can just like take our minds off things, we dance around, we enjoy a wonderful show, watch people do what they love doing and what they're amazing at, and it makes you feel great. We can't go to concerts. We've already had 2 concerts that we were supposed to go to since social distancing began that were canceled, obviously. So no concerts, no going to movies, no going and hanging out with friends, having game nights, the shows that I used to watch at a friend's house, now I'm watching here. There's so many things that we've lost right now that bring us joy, but also it's reminded me how many things, just the very simple things that can bring me joy, like FaceTiming with my family, or just hanging out with Tucker and doing anything, or doing nothing, and it's the most fun. And maybe you don't have a person with you in person to do that with, but you can FaceTime anybody, you can call anybody, and that's a wonderful thing. Oh, Rob just joined. Where is King Tux? He is still alive. He is in Idaho. He went back. He's off work for the week, so he went back to Boise to hang out with his mom. I did not go with him because I'm just gonna have some, I don't know, quiet alone time. It's weird though. I have to rediscover TV shows to watch without Tucker because we have been binge watching. We're in the middle of season 3 of How to Get Away with Murder, and it's really good and really addicting, and I can't watch it right now because Tucker would find out and I would feel so bad. OSU Group 5 says, are those mini NFLs on the shelf behind you? Yes, it does make me feel like Andre the Giant if I hold them up to me. Look, I have such a large head because I'm so smart and my whole head is full of secrets. I got these when I went to the Super Bowl last year in Atlanta with my dad. The best one, obviously, is the Seahawks one, which, oh, there it is. It's signed by Russell Wilson. I got to meet Russell Wilson. If you guys haven't watched that vlog, you know, feel like you're going on an adventure to Atlanta, to the Super Bowl, and go back and watch some throwback content on my channel. Dave says, I miss movies in theaters. I want to know what you guys have been watching. Like I said, I need recommendations, and I haven't watched many movies. I've been getting caught up in TV shows, which on one hand I love because there's more seasons, it keeps going, but then on the other hand, it's so tempting to just keep going, yep, one more episode, one more episode, one more episode, and that's how I ended up awake until 2:30 in the morning last night / this morning. So yeah, what movies can I watch? Because movies have a beginning, they have an end, and then that's it. Unless it's like Toy Story and there's 5 more movies, but for the most part, the movie is done, it's over. So what movie should I watch? Dave says How to Get Away with Murder is a great show. The last season is on this spring. It's the last season? I will admit, I watched How to Get Away with Murder when it first came out a few years ago. And I'm pretty sure I had watched 2.5 seasons. You know how they do that like mid-season break before Christmas? I'm pretty sure I'd watched up to that point in season 3. And then Tucker was like, wait, that show sounds cool. So now we started watching it from the beginning, and I didn't remember most of what happened. So it's good that we started from the beginning. But I would recommend watching that show for sure. It is very addicting and will make you watch another episode, another episode, another episode. So maybe don't start it like right before bedtime. Also could give you nightmares. Onwards on Disney Plus. Oh my gosh. I feel like I just spit everywhere. It's fine. I'm by myself. Sorry, there's little bangs hairs everywhere. Tiger King. Oh, I've watched Tiger King. So good? Question mark. So ridiculous, so crazy, so horrible, so entertaining is what it is. But yeah, Onward, I should watch that. Except then I think, like, should I watch it with Tucker? Should I save it? No, I can't save everything for him, okay? Oh, Glenn says, any news on The Circle? I want to apply for The Circle, the Netflix reality show. Thank you for reminding me. I haven't done my application yet, and now I'm realizing so much time has passed in quarantine that they've had these applications up. Please tell them that I should go on The Circle. This is what we're all doing. Like, this is what they do on The Circle. They sit, they go on the internet, they sit in an apartment by themselves. I have been training for this my whole life, my whole adult life, okay? USS Brattain says, hello from Maryland. I think it's been 9-ish years I've been watching you. What? That just blew my mind. Thank you so much, USS Brattain, whatever your name is. Hi, Wyatt. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I didn't really give you guys a warning when this Mental Monday was going to happen because I started to realize, well, I was just very busy in my workday today, and then I realized, like, does that even get you guys to tune in, or do you just see the notification that I'm about to go live and then you tune in? I don't know. I should probably plan ahead and be better at that, but since it was just me and I didn't have to like time this around anyone else, like Tucker being here, I just decided I would do it when I was ready. Ooh, Lock and Key, The Stranger, but that's like creepy. I don't know if I could handle that by myself, guys. Also, if you're wondering why I keep itching myself, I cut my bangs by myself today. Video coming later this week, of course, because what else was I gonna do? My bangs were down to here and I missed having them on my face. So yeah, how are you guys doing in quarantine? Are you feeling lonely? Are you enjoying the alone time? Who is on your quarantine? Who's quarantining with you? And what things have you discovered or rediscovered that bring you joy now that you have this extra time? Like I was saying a few minutes ago, I have enjoyed the peace in my brain. It basically felt like once I got to the point where I had spent enough days obsessing over the news about COVID-19. Once it got to a point where, I guess for me, once they told us all to stay home and people started listening, that's when I started feeling better as far as I haven't thought about this at all. I am thinking out loud 100% right now. Live, which is always great. I think once the government started enforcing the stay-at-home order and people actually started listening to it and not just flocking to the beaches, at least here in Oregon where I live, that's when my brain started to chill out a little bit because I have anxiety, I have depression, and so those things can be triggered definitely by a global pandemic and the all-consuming thoughts and fear that we're all gonna die and things are never gonna go back to normal. And while that can still be a fear, and it's still there in the back of my mind, we've been in this social distancing period for long enough that I feel okay about it. When I go to the store, I see most everyone is wearing a mask. Even some of the stores in Portland and probably in other places are starting to require you wear a face mask. If you guys go to New Seasons in Portland, starting on Wednesday, you have to have a face mask to go in the store. Tucker and I tried to go to the store the other day together. We got there and they said, oh, we'll let you guys do it this time, but only one person per household is supposed to come in, which I had forgotten about. And So there's all these measures that every measure makes me feel a little bit safer and allows my brain to go, okay, we're all taking this seriously. We're doing whatever we can. We're trying to figure out a vaccine, trying to figure out whether or not you're immune if you get it once or if you can get it again, trying to get more widespread testing. We are all not going to drink any cleaning products. Please. I'm not going to go into depth about that, but please do not try to drink Lysol or anything of the sort. Stores are selling out of cleaning products anyway, so if you can get your hands on them, use them to clean your house, not your body. Please, thank you very much. End of story. Rob says the swear jar is empty without King Tux. I wish we had started an actual swear jar in quarantine at the beginning and 47 days into it now, which is what we're at, to see who had the most swears. Because on camera, it would be Tucker. I think it would be Tucker for the most part. But guys, when you spend all hours of every day for 47 days with another human, with the same human, there have been so many moments where Tucker and I have looked at each other and gone, I am turning into you. Like we've started, one of us will, the other day I started whistling, which I swear I used to not be able to whistle mostly. And I was just whistling to myself. See, I can't whistle now when I'm trying to do it. Performance anxiety is real, guys. But I was just whistling, and it just to no one, kind of half to annoy Tucker subconsciously. I don't know. But Tucker was like, wow, that's what I do, and you hate when I do that. And I realized, yep, I do hate when you do that, and now I'm doing it. But we turn into each other in quarantine, and that's fine. Paul says, I hope your family is staying healthy also through this. They are. I actually might go see them in next weekend. I know it's not, I don't want to say that because it's not, we're not supposed to be going and visiting people. That's not the point of this, to have free time and go visit people. But for me, like I'm not going to fly there. I'm going to drive. All I'm going to do is touch the inside of my car and get there, disinfect myself, not disinfect, but like take a shower, take my mask off, whatever, and then be in the house. So hopefully that will be safe. But yes, my family is safe and healthy. The dogs are doing great. I FaceTimed with my whole family last night because my brother was over there for dinner. So yes, my family is safe. Thank you so much. I hope yours is safe as well. Adelaide says NCIS is a good show. I've never watched any of those. Wyatt says favorite show to watch right now. So favorite show I've been watching is How to Get Away with Murder. But now that Tucker is out of town, I can't watch it right now. Other shows, guys, can we talk / not for too long, I promise, about Too Hot to Handle on Netflix? I think we talked about this last week. So I really, should I just make content about reality TV shows and plants? Plants, mental health, reality TV. The things that bring me genuine joy. Sometimes my mental health does not bring me joy. It does the opposite. But talking about it, being open about it with people, that's what brings me joy. So, Tucker, here's Tucker. He's falling asleep. I'm gonna text him back. I'm live on the internet, live on YouTube, but good night. Love you too. Aren't you guys excited that I took you along for this exciting text message conversation? You know, it's fine. Okay, you guys making jokes in the comments about Tide Pods, please, I'm not gonna repeat them because do not do that. Do not drink bleach or anything, please. And a black light also will not get rid of the virus. I promise. Well, I can't promise, but that's what the experts say. Gary says it's kind of like we're all on an episode of Big Brother. Yes. Rob, are you saying that all those things drive Tucker crazy? Yeah, that's valid. I mean, he likes the plants, but I will say there are multiple times a day where I say, oh my gosh, can I please show you this exciting update about a plant? Babe, there's a new leaf. And he usually will oblige, but then sometimes, like 20% of the time, he'll be like, Cassidy, we're supposed to be making dinner right now. Or, hey, we're supposed to be eating dinner. The dinner's getting cold. Can you come sit back down, please, and show me the leaf in 20 minutes when you eat your food? I read an article the other day that we are all reverting to our teenage selves in quarantine, and I would agree. like my teenage self, if my parents weren't around and I just had a sibling to annoy, a sibling that I also share a bed with. Just kidding, he's not my sibling. But you know what I mean? Like you're just at home with somebody, just kind of, maybe it's just me. Maybe I just like annoying people. I thought about making a video of just how to annoy your boyfriend in quarantine. Maybe I'll do that when he's back. So I guess I should, yeah, reality-based TV shows, Rob. Thanks for pointing out. I get that they're not 100% reality. Another one that I've started watching, which I think is on right now, so maybe I can watch a new episode while I'm eating dinner tonight, is, what's it called? Listen to Your Heart. It's the new series from the Bachelor franchise. I love way too much. It takes up way too much of my brain space, all the facts and feelings about the Bachelor franchise shows, The Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, yada yada. Now they have one called Listen to Your Heart that consists of aspiring musicians, singers, who are also single, and now they're in the Bachelor mansion trying to find love with each other. It's the cheesiest thing, but also very, contrived. The producers definitely, put people together, pit them against each other, whatever. There's one guy who started to find love with this girl, and they sang together. It was beautiful and romantic. And then the next day, some girl shows up who knows his ex-girlfriend that he apparently cheated on emotionally or physically. We don't know the end of that drama yet. But so obviously the producers knew that when they put that girl on the show. Whatever. I get that it's not totally real, but it's entertaining. And it will get some good songs stuck in your head. So that's that. So I want to know what I should be watching next. I've thought about rewatching The OC because one of my bosses told me it's on Hulu, and I loved that show so much. So we've been talking for 40 minutes. Tucker last week was like, you need to stick these to a time. They need to be 20 minutes. You need to have a plan. You need to organize them. But you know what? He's not here, so I can do whatever I want. See, now I'm a teenager whose parents have left her home alone. So who knows what could happen, guys? It'll just be me and my plants and having a great time. So thank you guys for hanging out with me for this Mental Monday. This has been so much fun. Genuinely so much fun. Dave says, when did they film that show? They did not they filmed, I don't know when they filmed it, but the Listen to Your Heart, definitely not during the pandemic. And same with Too Hot to Handle. I looked it up. Too Hot to Handle was filmed, it just came out on Netflix a couple weeks ago. Maybe 1 week ago, and I've already finished it, obviously. But it's 8 episodes. You can judge me if you want. But I think they filmed it last spring. So they filmed it, I think, a year ago. So it's kind of weird in that case because you can look up the couples that left the show together, if they're still together, if you want to fall down a million rabbit holes on the internet, because that's what I do. Oh yeah, Gilmore Girls is on Netflix. Oh my gosh. And Shrill Season 2. Thank you, Paul. That's what I should watch. Because I did watch Season 1. Filmed in Portland. Starring A.D. Bryant of SNL. My producer of Tonight with Cassidy. Producer Christian. If you're familiar with our show. If you're familiar with the show Shrill on Hulu. Christian got to shadow the director for a couple days and help out on the set of that. So I think it's even better. Gilmore Girls is on Netflix. My mom and I said we were going to watch Gilmore Girls together, and we watched the first season together probably a year ago at this point. But we decided it was like a mother-daughter show. We should watch it together. Oh, hi, Producer Kreggers. One of my other producers just texted me that he's watching the live stream. Thanks, Kreggers. I miss you. It's so weird not being at the office, ever. I actually parked at the office today so that I could walk down the street to 98.7 The Bull, the radio station I work at. Because I'm now back to recording that show in the studio because there are only 3 of us doing shows on The Bull at the moment. They had some really horrible staff changes because of COVID-19 pandemic. They let a bunch of people go. I will not get that into that here, but now there's not very many of us working there, so it's easier to keep social distance because none of us are in the studio at the same time. So as long as we wipe things down, we all have our own microphone foam cover, so we're not sharing a microphone cover. We all have our own headphones, so really we're not touching anything that anybody else is touching or using anything anyone else is using. So I parked at KGW to walk down to the radio station today, and it was weird parking at KGW. Number one, there's a million parking spots open because no one's there, and number two, Craigers, I miss you. That's the moral of the story. Silent Koala echoed me from earlier saying I miss Tom Tuttle. And yes, I am on the bowl right now. I am on the bowl right now. From 7 p.m. to midnight, Monday through Friday, I am on the bowl. Nothing has changed during the pandemic except that for a while I was doing the show from home. Now I do it at the radio station, but obviously I'm not there right now, so it's recorded for the time being because, you know, times are crazy. It's weird. But yes, 7 to midnight, Monday through Friday. If you want to listen to me, you can actually just go to listentocassidy.com, which is crazy. Go to listentocassidy.com and it will pull up the live stream for the bowl. You can listen. You only hear me every few minutes, every couple songs. I just like say something random, but it's fun. And if you like country music, it's a good old time. And if you want more Maren Morris stuck in your head like it's currently very stuck in mine, listen to the bowl. So it's been 45 minutes. Thank you guys for sticking with me. You're amazing humans or animals or aliens, whatever you are. If you have blue hair or you're gonna dye your hair, please send me a picture because I wanna see it. And also tweet me and tell me that I should tell my bosses to let me not cut my hair, because I already did that, dye my hair blue. So I love you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Go do something nice for yourself. Just have some peace and quiet, put on some music, have a dance party, whatever will make you happy. Play with a plant, talk to them, sing to them, and I will see you guys next week. I love you guys.